Hello, it's Monday the 13th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So the UK economy delivered zero growth in Q4. By doing so though, it didn't contract either. So we did avoid being the only G7 economy to actually suffer recession. Given all the poor economic performance of late, we've had plenty of discussion about how a recession is defined and whether or not 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth has been outdated. Many feel that a longer period is more appropriate these days. Nevertheless, we certainly are not out of the woods yet. Inflation is still way too high. Government borrowing needs to be brought back under control. The public sector pay deals, of course, they need to be struck. And output from both manufacturing and the services sector definitely needs to improve. However, avoiding recession may just give Jeremy Hunt a little wiggle room for his next budget, which is due out next month, particularly where the levels of taxation are so high. Don't forget the Tories will have one eye on the election already. Over in the US, the current focus is around achieving a soft landing. That is where the Fed might engineer a slowdown in activity that avoids economic contraction. Of course, they also have to deliver against their mandate of full employment and price stability, but combating the raging inflation is the key priority, which is why we saw such aggressive rate hikes at the back end of last year. We have inflation data out this week from the US. That's expected to show another fall, of course, given the smaller 25 basis point rate hike from the Fed at the last meeting. The size of the fall in inflation is up for debate, though. There has been a significant fall in the price of gas, and the oil price has stabilised. So some forecasts are calling headline inflation down to 5.8%. That'll be down from 6.5% last time. In the market, the dollar index was flirting with the 104 level last week as some interest returned to the dollar. Sterling was fairly flat across the week, and we closed on Friday around 120.55 against the dollar, which is towards the lower end of the recent trend. We opened this morning around 120.50 against the dollar. We're about 112.90 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 106.75 this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.